17-year-old goddaughter to spend their entire lives fighting this same fight. I'm fired up because the Supreme Court decisions last week were a stark reminder about the place that women occupy in our society, about the priorities that we think women should have, and about the oversight that we think women require. Well, you know what? It is 2014, and it is Massachusetts, and we are in the business of doing a whole hell of a lot better than that. Mass equality works to ensure that everyone in the Commonwealth is free to thrive from cradle to grave without discrimination or oppression on the basis of sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. And I am here, thank you, and I am here today to say unequivocally that gender equality, economic justice, and reproductive justice are LGBTQ issues. We all have a fundamental right to control our own bodies without discrimination, violence, or harassment, and with respect and compassion. Just as we have a fundamental right to have who we choose to love be equally honored and protected by our government, just as we have a fundamental right to live in the gender that we know that we are, we have a right to make our own decisions about our reproductive futures. Decision has immediately galvanized the right wing to push President Obama to include a broad religious exemption into an executive order prohibiting LGBT discrimination. These religious exemptions are unprecedented, and they create double standards for women, for LGBT people, for low-income people that are contrary to the very ideals of justice and equality that motivated the Affordable Care Act and LGBT non-discrimination protections in the first place. We here in Massachusetts have a long history of being a national leader on civil rights and health care. And my friends, we are called to lead once again. I applaud Governor Patrick and Attorney General Martha Cloke for taking swift action to address the harm caused by the Supreme Court's ruling on our buffer zone. And I applaud all the candidates in this cycle, too many to mention, including people like Martha Coakley for governor and Maura Healey for Attorney General, who have made it their life's work to work on these issues and who have lifted these issues up in their campaigns. Marginal voices out there that are discouraging our representatives from acting too quickly. To these voices, I say, justice delayed is justice denied. To our statewide and legislative leaders who are poised to do the very jobs we elected them to do, I say, you have all of our gratitude and all of our support in getting the job done. And to all of you, I say this. We know here in Massachusetts that change begins with one-on-one conversations with our neighbors, our friends, our colleagues, our family. So I ask you to do this. When you leave today, find 5 people to tell them why you, as a very busy person, chose to be here, why you care about what happened last week and about the future of our Commonwealth and our country. Put it up on your Facebook, put it up on your Twitter, and enlist folks in joining our elected representatives and ensuring that Massachusetts remains a national leader on civil rights and health care. I am fired up, and I hope you're fired up, because we are in this together, and together we are going to win. Thank you.